And good afternoon, everyone. Dark Hair GC Blues 45. Sorry for no post-game report on the 9th, but I will tell you this. On when we did the post-game report, I'll give you my records going into tonight after going into including tonight's games. I'm hoping to do a post-game report tonight. Okay, we got one game going on now. We can still do this this pre-game report, and then get ready for all the rest of the games. So here we go. Remember, if you haven't come across the video and happen to like it, give that thumbs up. The rules are important to help keep the channel going. And remember, folks, if you haven't come across this, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe icon and be notified every time I upload a new video by clicking the bell icon. Currently, LA at Winnipeg. Currently, Winnipeg, LA is 1-1 and 0 and 2 points. Winnipeg 0-1 and 0 and no points. This game just ended the second period, so that's why we're doing this this pregame report. Moneyline. This is current Moneyline. The Kings are plus 100, and the favorites are the Jets at minus 130. So I wrote the hell on the wrong team. So here, give me a moment here, folks. By the way, the money line is brought to you by DraftKings, folks. Get all your betting needs done with DraftKings. First meeting between these two teams. Next meeting is November 4th. And you can watch this game on TSN3, AVS Sports, that's up in Canada, and FanDuel Sportsnet West. So, for you people watching, you can watch this game on FanDuel Sportsnet West in the United States, TVA Sports up in Canada, and TSN3 in Canada. All right, now to the rest of the games. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Winnipeg for this one, so just know. All right, at 4 o'clock Eastern, it's my Blues, hopefully rebounding after that dismal home opener in Calgary. Now, the records is the Blues are at 1-1 and 0 and 0 points. Calgary 1-1. Sorry. Blues are 0-1 and 0, no points. Calgary's 1-1, 0 and 2 points. Moneyline has the Blues as the favorites once again. Believe it or not, they're the favorites. At minus 125 to plus 125. You know me, I'm not turning my back on the Blues. I never will. By the way, this is at 4 o'clock Eastern. That's 3 Central. First meeting between these two teams. And you can watch this on Sportsnet up in Canada and FanDuel Sportsnet West. Midwest. That's FanDuel Sportsnet Midwest. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the early games. Now at 6 o'clock Central, 7 Eastern, we have the Buffalo Sabres at the Buffalo. Man, my brain's not functioning right now. It's the Buffalo Sabres at the Boston Bruins. Currently, Buffalo is 0-1 and 0, no points. Boston's 2-0 and 0 and 4 points. This one you be the judge on, folks. The lower the number, you're the favorite. Sabres are the favorite at minus 105 to the Bruins minus 115. But, I'm going Boston because I think Boston has a good chance, so I'm going Boston on this one. But all to your own, folks. Remember, first meeting between these two teams, next one is October 30th. Halloween Eve, folks. And you can watch this on FanDuel, Sportsnet Buffalo, and Nesson, New England Sports Network. That's right, New England Sports Network. Home of all Boston sports. Also home of the Celtics and the Red Sox. All right, next is Toronto at Detroit. Now, currently, the Toronto is 1-0-0 and 2 points. Detroit 0-1-0, no points. Moneyline has the Maple Leafs as the favorites at a minus 142 to a plus 120. By the way, this is also at 7 o'clock Eastern. And I'm going Maple Leafs on this one. I think Toronto has a good chance of winning, so I'm going with Toronto. First meeting, once again. And here we go. You can watch us on Sportsnet, CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company, for all you people up in Canada. Once again, it's Sportsnet and CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company. And here in the U.S., it's on FanDuel Sportsnet Detroit. Next is the New Jersey Devils at the Tampa Bay Lightning. Currently, well, both teams are 0-1-0. Both teams are no points. They played one game and both of them lost their games, so they got identical records. 0-1-0, no points. Moneyline has the Lightning as the favorites at a minus 155 to a plus 130. I'm going Lightning for this one. By the way, once again, this is a 7 o'clock Eastern game, 6 Central. First meeting between these two teams, next meeting is November 18th. And this will be seen on the spot, courtesy of Script Sports up in Tampa and MSG Sportsnet 2. And don't forget, MSG Sportsnet is the official streaming service of Madison Square Garden Network. Next is Ottawa at the Panthers. Another 7 o'clock Eastern game. Ottawa entering this game, basically coming into this, are 1-0-0 and 2 points. Florida is undefeated 2-0-0 and 4 points. Florida are the favorites at minus 142 to a plus 120. I'm going Florida on this one because I think Florida beat Ottawa, and I think they got a good chance. You know, their cup defense is looking good. First meeting between these two teams. Next meeting, you got to wait until next year, January 10th. On Sportsnet 1, the streaming home of everything Sportsnet, and Script Sports Florida. That's right, Script Sports Florida. Next is the Islanders at home against the Capitals. Now, just like the Devils in Tampa Bay, both teams have played one game and they lost that game. So they're 0-1-0. Both teams are. No points. Now, here's another one you're the judge on. Now, remember, the lower the number, they're the favorites. And according to this, the Capitals are the underdogs at minus 118 to the favorites. The Islanders at minus 102. Now, for this one's an iffy one. So I am going to do a little coin toss. So the WWE logo, heads, tails is the VIP universe. And it's tails. And for that, I will go Capitals. But you know what, though? I'm going to go Capitals all the way. So I'm going Capitals. Capitals are circled. You guys do what you guys want. Now, you don't have to go with my picks if you don't want to, but that's. By the way, next game is Halloween night in Washington. You can watch this on Momentum, which is the home of all Washington sports and MSG Sportsnet. All right, folks. Tonight is the night. 16 games. Can you believe it? 16 games. We got another one a few days later. All right, next is the Rangers at the Penguins. Now, entering this matchup, or coming into this matchup, the Rangers are 1-1-0 and 2 points. The Rangers are 2-0 and 2. I mean 2-0 and 0 and 4 points. And the Moneyline has the Rangers, the favorites, at minus 142 to a plus 120. But guess what, folks? So far, I have guessed Pittsburgh twice and got it right. So am I going to go 3 for 3 on this one? I really don't see them being the Rangers in this one. I think they're going to lose this one. So I'm going Rangers on this one. Sorry, Pittsburgh. I just don't see it. This is the second meeting between these two teams, by the way. Yeah, that's right. Their second meeting. Their first meeting was 4 days earlier. So this is the second meeting between these two teams. So that's another reason I think the Rangers are going to get revenge. All right, you can find this. You can watch this game on Sportsnet Pittsburgh, the home of all Pittsburgh sports, for the Pirates. Watch Pirates games and also um, Penguins games, and MSG, Madison Square Garden Network. All right, folks, don't forget there will be an upset special hopefully this year, and I get one coming up. Next, it's Philadelphia, Carolina. Currently, the Philadelphia Flyers are 0-1 and 0, no points. Carolina 1-0 and 0, 2 points. And Carolina are favorites at minus 289. 289. To a plus 240. Once again, this is a 7 o'clock Eastern game. All these games I'm telling you right now are 7 o'clock Eastern games. I'm going Carolina. I think Carolina could do it. I think they got a good chance. And you can watch this game on FanDuel Sportsnet South and NBC Sports Philadelphia. Okay. Next, it's the Montreal Canadiens at the Chicago Blackhawks. This game going into it is also 7 o'clock Eastern. And it's the final 7 o'clock Eastern game because the next game I'll give you it's at a different time. So Montreal is 1-1 and 0 and 2 points. Chicago 0-1 and 1 and 1 point. And the Canadiens are the favorites at minus 166 to a plus 140. And I am going Montreal because you know I hate the Blackhawks. I would never root for the Blackhawks because the Blackhawks suck. All right, now listen up. Now, by the way, this is the first meeting between these two teams. All right, you ready? Here we go. You can watch this on City, which is a station up in Canada. City TV, Sportsnet Edmonton, the NHL Network here in the U.S., TVA Sports, and Chicago Sportsnet. Sportsnet Chicago. Yeah, Chicago Sportsnet, believe it or not. CHSN, which is Chicago Sportsnet, which is the home of everything Chicago sports, including Bulls games, Cubs games. That's where you can watch Cubs games, White Sox games, and a few others. It's all on Chicago Sportsnet. But, I don't pay attention to Chicago sports because I don't really like Chicago that much. The only teams I root for in Chicago, by the way, are the Bulls, the Sky, and occasionally the White Sox. So I do, man. I like the White Sox better, but I will never root for the Cubs or the Blackhawks. Thank you very much. Next is the Utah Mammoth on the road in Nashville. Now, currently, the Utah Mammoth are 0-1 and 0, no points. Nashville 1-0 and 0 and 2 points. And the Mammoth are the favorites at minus 125 to a plus 105. But you know what? I'm making this. I'm going for the upset here. This is not the upset special. I'm going for the upset. I'm going for Nashville because I think Nashville has a good chance of winning. I just think, with the break, especially with Nashville having already a win under their belt, I think they can do it. So that's why I'm going for it. By the way, this is at 8 o'clock Eastern now, okay? Now, the first game, this is the first game, next game on December 29th. And you can watch this on FanDuel Sportsnet South and Utah 16, which is the NBC affiliate over there in Utah. Also at 8 o'clock Eastern, it's the Columbus Blue Jackets at the Minnesota Wild. Currently, the Blue Jackets are 0-1 and 0 and no points. Minnesota 1-0 and 0 and 2 points. Moneyline has the Wild as the favorites at minus 162 to a plus 136. And I am going Blue Jackets. Now, why am I? I'm going for another upset. Well, for one, the Wild beat us bad and they cheated. And I admit they did. There was a holding call that didn't get called. Referees are like, we didn't see nothing. Sorry. And they scored. So that's one reason. Another reason is I think the Blue Jackets got a good chance of beating the Wild. First meeting between these two teams. Next one, the final one is in December. All right, you can watch this on FanDuel Sportsnet North, FanDuel Sportsnet Ohio, and FanDuel Sportsnet Wisconsin. At 9 o'clock Eastern, it is the Colorado Avalanche at home against the Dallas Stars. Currently, the Stars are 1-0 and 0 and 2 points. The Avalanche are 2-0 and 0 and 4 points. And the Avalanche are the favorites at minus 142 to a plus 120. And folks, you know how much I hate the Avalanche. I really hate the Avalanche. So I'm going Dallas. So third time I'm going for the underdogs on this one. Once again, not an upset special. First meeting between these two teams. You gotta wait until next year in March for their second game. And you can watch that on Victory Plus in Dallas, Altitude, which is the home of all sports in Colorado, and KTVD up in Denver, which is, I believe, the Fox affiliate. Let me double check that before I even say anything. You know what? While we're here, why don't we check it real fast? I always like to double check. KTVD. Okay, it's actually which is My Network Television. owned by Tinga. So up in Colorado, it's the um, My Network Television affiliate. Now, KUSA in Denver, by the way, is the NBC affiliate, and they pretty much share a station. I think they share the building. Just kind of neat. And by the way, hello to everyone in Denver. Hi. Not to diss on your city. I don't diss on your city, but I don't like your guys' team. Okay. And here we go. Now time for the nightcap games. Starting at 10 o'clock. By the way, that's a 9 o'clock Eastern game for the Stars and Avalanche. And 10 o'clock Eastern is the Canucks and the Oilers. Currently, the Canucks are 1-0-0 and 2 points. The Oilers are 0-0-1 and 1 point. Oilers are the favorites at minus 175 to a plus 145, and I'm going Edmonton on this one because I like Edmonton. And this is the first meeting between these two teams. You can watch this on CBC, City TV, up in Canada, and Sportsnet. This is all Canada. Next is the Ducks at the Sharks. Currently, the Ducks are 0-1-0, no points. The Sharks are 0-0-1 and 1 point. Moneyline has the Sharks as the underdogs at plus 105 to a minus 125. I'm going Sharks on this one. I think the Sharks can pull it out. Hoping. By the way, once again, these are 10 o'clock Eastern games, the nightcap games. First man between these two teams. You can watch this on Victory Plus in Anaheim and NBC Sports California. And finally, it's the Vegas Golden Knights at the Kraken. Currently, the Knights are 1-0-1 and 3 points. The Kraken are 1-0-0 and 2 points. Moneyline has the Knights as the favorites at minus 175 to a plus 145. And folks, this one is my upset special of the night. That is right. This one will be my upset special of the night. I'm going Kraken because I think the Kraken could do it. They got one game under them. The Knights have a OTL, but I think the Kraken could do it. So this is my upset special of the night. Yes, the final score of the game. If you are right of the final score, basically, if you pick when you pick the Kraken and you got the final score right, you're entering a drawing. And if you win, I will get you a personalized Kraken jersey. So, comment. Okay, and yes, I will even throw in the new alternate jersey that they got. Even though I don't want it, you can have it if you want it. So you got to trust the 3 jerseys for the Kraken. And first meeting between these two teams. Next meeting, you gotta wait until next year. January. All right. You can watch this on Kraken Hockey Network. Kong, which is the sister station of King, which is their NBC station there. And Scripps Sports in Vegas. All right, that ought to do it, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will have a post-game report, or at least try to. And when that happens, I'll even give you my records on how I'm doing currently as we are still early in the season. Thank you very much for tuning in. Guys, any questions, please ask them. I will answer your questions. And as always, please stay safe. Take care. Remember the Lord's watching. And I'll see you guys later tonight. Until then, peace.